Hello, hello, my friends. Give me but a moment whilst I. Oh, no wonder this is the wrong
Oh,
show.
I've
Hello,
also
hello,
got.
my friends, and welcome to tonight's episode of The Strength of Thousands Adventure Path. The cameras got shoveled when I turned on the thing, so I'm going to quickly play Ring Around the Rosie.
Hi
Uh,
everyone, I'm
Pockets full
Charlie.
of posy.
I fixed it. I just had to move McKenna. Everything was okay.
Here. Okay.
We are, but before we get started, announcements. We have many other shows here on the channel that you can check out. Tomorrow night, a little bit later probably, because I have a meeting with a local convention
Ooh.
to organize some events and things
Business, business,
for it.
business.
Business.
Yes, business. Uh, Tomorrow night, so Sprout Stream will probably start at 8. Then, on Wednesday, Wild Ambition. Oh boy, Wild Ambition's going to be a wild one this time.
I'm trying to remember exactly where we left off. Oh
Uh,
yeah,
We're dungeon diving.
we're trying to help some
You
pixies
you
or
are
something
on
through their.
you are on the old abandoned campus of what was going to become the secondary campus of the Lutanian Academy of Adventure and Arts.
Adventure and arts. That's interesting to me.
Adventuring arts.
Yeah.
Those were words.
Then on Thursday we're off because I'm running PFS. Chat, guess how many PFS games I have run for Pathfinder 2e? How many official table credits?
100 million. No.
No, not quite.
$1 million.
As of this week, it'll be 111.
Jesus.
If I get to 150 and get graded, I get to have 5 stars on my profile.
Oh boy.
And also while I'm playing, I get to. There's a couple other cool things that happen when you hit
Hold on.
5 stars, but I also then get to give out 5 additional hero points at the beginning of each game to people, or I can keep them for myself.
But Will, if you get upgraded to a 5-star, does that increase your base stats?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
That's how they got you. Then on Friday, the Astral Calling. Our party is doing stuff and things in that. Prison Break, maybe? Gotta save Captain
Maybe.
Cypress. Will they be able to save Captain Cypress? And nice Tolatio. I made McKenna and Rose cry in a good way on stream. And Maya a little bit.
Yeah.
And
So-
Darius is stress shedding.
If y'all want to do that, I have
Poor
so many
Darius.
fun things planned for you all. Then, on Saturday, Tabletop Rose, Philasta. Tabletop Rose playing Celasta, so far as we know. Then on Sunday, Cozy Co-op. I don't know if we'll have Sarah back yet. No Sarah yet? So
Sarah may or may not be back depending on how late we're at for Ren Fair.
that's fair.
Probably not.
It might be more Coral Island then. We made pretty good progress last stream.
Yeah, there's a definite possibility. If we're planning on getting there at opening, we'll probably leave afternoon. But
y'all
yeah.
do the whole Ren Fair day.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Yeah. There's
We have a
quests.
bunch of friends who are like, we'll just leave it around like 4. And I'm like, I paid $50 for a ticket. What do you mean?
McKenna and me are of the same mind on this one.
fair enough. So probably not.
Expensive.
And then that's all. That's all the shows except for tonight's show, The Strength of Thousands Adventure Path, now in the final act. With our GM Matt,
It's me.
acting Matt Rhyme, who is going to be lost to Baldur's Gate tomorrow.
Well, no, because I have a commitment to the Sprout stream.
That's fair.
I take my oath seriously, Will, despite having never played a champion.
We will get to see on Friday. We are going to ask Rose if she started a new character. So chat, place your bets on if you think Rose has started a new playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3 with the new patch.
That being said, if someone reminds me at the end of the night tonight to ensure I get Baldur's Gate 3 installing before I go to bed, you get a hero point for next Monday.
Hey Matt,
at the end of the show, Will. It's a
It
useless
was very
reminder.
clear. It was very clear.
The reminder is useless to me right now. Because I have a attention span of a goldfish.
Glub glub.
What?
Glub.
Glub glub indeed.
But yes. We're here, everyone, to play the Strength of Thousands adventure path with the best and the brightest and the best. These wonderful people who have, despite life being busy and other commitments weighing upon them, still show up for their friends, for adventure, for justice. But who amongst these mighty academics are gathered here tonight? Well, we shall introduce them one at a time, starting with Will. Please
Hello.
introduce yourself, your character, and a simple question tonight. If you were set to inherit a lovely palatial estate, but it was rumored to be haunted and you had to spend one night in it alone, would you do it? But that's a question for after your introduction.
Hello, my name is Will, also known as Tabletop Rolls, here on the internet. And tonight I'll be playing Igor, Gama, and Choco. And as for the answer to your question, it depends on the location of the estate, Matt. Like, where are we sitting? Are we sitting, like, in Appalachia? Are we
The Pacific Northwest.
Pacific Northwest?
It's like a ski lodge that was converted into just sort of like a private residence. So it's big, it's got lots of rooms, huge kind of like sitting areas with big tall windows looking out onto what would have been the ski slopes for the resort.
Yeah, I mean,
Just
worst
lots
comes
of
to
empty,
worst.
echoing halls.
Yeah, I mean, worst comes to worst, I get until dawned, and, you know, not the end of the world. Sure, I'm down.
So now we're talking about new continuity and like the movie where you just die repeatedly.
No, I'm talking about the actual Good Until Dawn, or the lovely stage play that McKenna did a while back.
Sarah
You
seems to
say
have a
good
lot to say.
until dawn, but I think that was a really clever way of incorporating the entirety of that world ship, though.
Yeah, the one friend I have who is like an Until Dawn diehard is actually stoked that they're doing it that way because, in his words, any other way would have canonized a specific run, and that would have been antithetical to what the series is at its core. And you know what? I hadn't thought of it that way until he put it to me like that, and I agree.
Fair
Yeah.
enough.
It brings the Dark Pictures universe.
I do agree with the take they're doing, having a lot of possibilities and potential. I feel sad because I did very much like the story of the original one with those specific characters and the specific dynamics, as tropey as it was, and not getting to see that acted out in like proper live action is a little sad to me. But admittedly, most people don't spend 9 hours watching a horror movie like I do, so.
Although some people will spend, as I've done the math now and I have to share the chat, over 48 hours watching cutscenes through Final Fantasy XIV.
Stretched over how many months, though, Will?
Oh, several months, but over 48 hours of cutscenes. Sarah, over 48.
I mean, you're talking to
And that's
Sarah
just the
choir.
voice, and that's just the voice acted one.
I did all the quest lines too.
Speaking of someone who has endured possibly more than even you will, we have Sarah. Please
Hello.
introduce yourself, your character, and for, I don't know, I'm now trying to think of a name for this spooky ski lodge I have created in my mind. Let's call it the Granite Ledge, because it was actually built on like a nice cliff or something. The Granite Ledge Lodge. Would you spend the night alone in this vast, empty lodge to, claim ownership of it?
Hi everybody, I'm Sarah Margaret. I'm playing Charlotte, the naughty toxicologist of the group. You can find me on Cosmic Deity 746 on Twitch. Probably not till Thursday though. I'm a little busy. But I would say yes, and here's why. I love a good lodge. I love a good quiet space to be able to have a bath, read a book, put on music, fire in the fireplace. Sounds ideal to me. and no people to talk to or have to deal with. Arguably speaking, I would like it if I went with a group of friends, for sure.
But the first night has to be alone.
But
Yeah.
yeah.
But then it'll turn out one of your friends has planned a creepy sort of like Scooby-Doo almost-esque murder plan where they're going to use this opportunity to kill off the rest of you or something to revenge for something that you don't even know you did. I'm writing a movie apparently.
You're writing Until Dawn.
Matt, you know I love you, right?
In this
And that
context, that's very
if you were
threatening.
planning something, you could talk to me about it. You know that, right?
Hey, a lodge in this economy, I'll take it.
I'm just saying,
Tonight,
McKenna,
absolutely.
I'm always planning things. But speaking of McKenna's, McKenna,
What a fun and creative transition. I like it. Hi, everyone.
I'm really reaching for the stars with this one.
My name is McKenna Raytinen, and tonight I'm playing Avi, the Nictera Witch, as well as her familiar Agate sometimes. McKenna Rayar on all of the socials. Go find me if you feel like it. And yeah, fuck yeah. Why is that even a question? Free housing in this economy? One night? Listen, I'll pound some monsters and stay up and kiki with the ghosts the whole time. I don't. Yes, absolutely. No hesitation immediately. Even if I didn't move to that house afterwards, listen, I'll rent it out. I'll become a landlord. Fuck it. If it's a ski lodge, that's valuable property, baby, and everyone's going to want an Airbnb. They're very profitable. I buy a house non-haunted anywhere else I like for the price of one night where I am mildly scared and uncomfortable. Easy win.
I feel like the current state of the economy has influenced this question a little too much.
Yes.
Yeah.
Even in like the boomer era, I can't imagine anyone turning down a free house unless they had like a severe phobia of ghosts. And even then, man, I don't know, Papa Zanny, it's a free house.
You know, alcohol, drugs. It's
That's
fine.
like-
You'll get
that's
through the night.
That's like
I
someone.
didn't say inject black tar heroin. I said Papa Zanny. For one night, you'll be fine.
This is like an answer someone would give on Tumblr, like, how would you survive the anxiety of staying in a seemingly haunted house alone for one night? I'm like, I would just smoke a joint all night, man.
No, for real though.
Weed.
I don't even like weed, but like if it was really stressing me out that badly.
Oh, we got her crying. Oh no.
And last but not least, someone who is probably reconsidering showing up tonight potentially. It's Zoe.
Oh no.
I think you might be muted, babe. there you
My
are.
name is Zoe, and I can talk. And I'm playing Ophelia. She is our bard who can also talk. And you literally can't say no to that. Like, I'm probably one of the biggest scaredy cats ever, and I would at least like go
you-
and make a blanket fort and just live in the blanket fort.
Lock yourself in a room.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, so
Woo.
I have a destination vacation plan for everyone now.
Do your worst.
Take it. Any vacation.
Spooky. Too spooky 5 me.
Oh no, now I can't because now we can't do it because I've announced it on the internet. So if we actually did it, someone we don't even know will go and like, pick us off one by one because it's now on the internet
That's
where anyone
true.
can see
Well, I don't think they'd go to where we are. I think they'd go to our empty houses and rob the shit out of us.
I mean,
because we've admitted that we are not in our homes, that our homes are empty
They
and
knew
free for the
where we
picking.
lived. They don't know where we live.
This is true. Not
I have a guard cat. She's
Yes,
loud.
I have a vicious guard cat
And Pepper.
and Pepper.
But enough about hypothetical animal violence or violence from animals on people.
Yeah, enough of hypothetical animal violence. Let's get into
Real animal.
let's get into actual animal violence with Avi Avi.
I was about to say, I mean, are you talking about your cat actively biting you right now?
Oh, thank God, no. He's scampered off somewhere else. He's off hunting some
Does-
dust bunny
Does
somewhere.
Cocktail
you
get
eat
any use out of that toy I got Pepper way back
Yes,
when?
actually.
Ah, good. Okay, I'm glad.
Much to my,
I'm sorry.
it's a very loud toy,
I'm sorry.
but he loves it, so don't apologize. It's very
Oh.
cute. He picks it up by the tail end and carries it around like he's hunted it and captured it. It's this plastic mouse with a metal, like the old school computer mice with the roller balls in them.
Oh yeah.
It's a plastic mouse with a roller ball in the base and like a little furry tail. And it's metal, that roller ball, so it's super
Durable.
yeah, durable. And he will be, because it's heavy, he will pick it up by the tail, and there's like a satisfying weight, I think, to him, because it swings around when it's being picked up that way.
Cute.
Which I know is very silly.
And with that, why don't we go ahead and roll the first ad break to avoid having to interrupt things later, and the intro. Though I do have a question. Will you might need? I think your window might be open. Your blind just moved a little. Like, is there's a wind?
Yeah, there is.
Okay.
Matt trying to freak me out
That's
for no
so rude.
reason.
I'm in here already.
Oh, Matt.
Matt's
just
like,
wait.
I'll show you to be so blasé about a free house.
Suddenly, I'm less guilty about what I'm going to do, Nito.
Welcome back, everyone. When last we left, the best and the brightest, they were holding the line at the center of the Magambia campus. as an incredibly powerful spell is woven with the aid of Old Mage Tatembe and teachers and students from all over the school working at points all over the campus to cast a great magical net to bind the sort of prematurely emerged god grub that may hold what remains of the soul of the king of biting ants as it rampaged through the school. You guys have endured 2 waves of attackers, and things are getting a little thin, a little threadbare in terms of spell slots and resources. But
Oh, I think
I got some bad news. It ain't over yet.
No,
I know.
Matthew.
Uh,
Bad.
Oh
It's
no.
supposed to be over yet.
we're just gonna start smacking
Listen,
them with our
I'm just
hands.
happy that this encounter didn't take place at night because I'm gonna be enduring in darkness, and that's just a hole.
Anyway,
I'm making a note here about something real quick.
I don't blame you.
That was quality.
was it though?
Yes,
Will, people will tell you if it's quality.
I tell
I do
myself-
that on occasion. Well, I sometimes say, that's a good one. But if you have to like reach into a whole other room to bring the pun into the conversation, it lacks flow.
That's
Or if you
something.
have to go, that was quality. That's how you know maybe it wasn't.
It was.
Sorry, Sarah, what did you say?
I said it has to have substance behind it.
Puns
Well, no, I'm just-
are like pasta. You throw enough of them into the wall, something will stick.
Yes, but you're not throwing pasta, you're throwing bowling balls, and half of them are going through the wall.
Great.
Also, I don't know what pasta is, but I refuse to recognize it as something one could feasibly throw at a wall.
Now, hold on, are you objecting to pasta or pasta?
Yes.
hell is
Pasta.
Pass.
Pasta?
It's pasta.
Pass that out of here.
Actually, hold on, how does everyone pronounce bologna?
Bologna?
Bologna.
No,
Alright.
you
Don't,
fucking
don't even start.
Anyway, combat, magic, life or death.
Baloney.
Remind me, did we do the 10 minutes or something, you guys, to heal yourselves up in the last episode?
No, we tapped
Right.
Endures in Darkness for what's it called?
Oh yeah, moment
Health.
of renewal.
Yeah,
Moment of
Moment of
renewal.
Renewal.
Everyone's got
Yes.
back up to full health. You don't have your spell slots returned, but at least everyone is back up to full health and any conditions are removed. So, you guys have about 10 minutes because that spell does not take 10 minutes. So, you got 10 minutes to fill before dust clouds on the horizon reach you, so to speak, not metaphorically.
I
Right.
think. Yeah, no one touched me last round, so or maybe they did. I'm at 151. I think that's where I was at the end of the first round, so I wouldn't mind a little bit more healing.
Well, you should be at maximum hit
Yeah,
points.
moment of renewal. You get
Moment of
everyone goes
renewal.
back up to
Oh my
full.
god, I'm so dumb.
You're not dumb.
You are
It was a little silly.
You are as equally dumb as anyone else here.
You maybe
In
just
10
started to say
minutes,
that.
Yes, sir.
I think we verified this, but I'm double verifying it. I can acquire some additional reagents, yes?
Yes, there have been strategic shrubberies and hedges throughout the campus nearby to this
Pavilion?
Gazebo.
Pavilion?
That our old friend way back from season 1, the old Knoll groundskeeper planted at I think probably at your request at some point in ages past. So you are never more than 20 feet away from some sort of shrubbery or bush that can give you reagents. Maybe not the best and the most exotic, but you know.
Command shrubbery. Thank you. Thank you.
Neat. Neat.
Neat.
Ah. Oh, that is.
Classic.
God, I cannot tell you guys how much my sense of humor has been shaped when I was younger by The Simpsons and Monty Python. My brother loves
Anytime
Monty
I say
Python
now
so
for
much.
something completely different, I always think The Life of Brian.
And now for something completely different.
Completely different.
Anywho. Anyone else want to do anything else during this 10 minutes, or are we good to go?
I think I'm good to go.
I think
All
you're good
right.
to go.
So, in this last wave, 3, count it, 1, 2, 3 enemies appear in the area around the gazebo. And I kept my promise. None of them are the giant armored beetle. But we do
What
end
fresh
up.
hell have you
You're so
given to
good.
us this time?
Unfortunately, it's not a fresh hell. It is a reheated microwaved hell because it is.
worse.
Oh, the worst kind
Worse.
of hell.
It's another apocalypse ant swarm. It's another were ant disciple, and then way to the south, all by themselves, is a were ant sentinel.
Are you
At
aware you're
least-
just the ad phase?
Where?
You just hear a distant what?
Eh,
What?
eh.
Oh,
Speak up.
Sarah, remind me to tell you about that drama after stream tonight. It's hilarious.
Will
All right,
do.
so we are. Hold on, let me clear initiative tracker first.
Oh,
Now, everyone, please roll for initiative, and Will, feel free to use your battle cry, which I
And
finally
not in
remember for
range.
once. Oh, that's true.
Oh.
You ain't got those lungs.
The one time you
Well, we're having big maps here. We're having big maps in Solasta. What is happening?
You know, I don't mind the big maps in Solasta. My bard is incredibly
Loud?
good in those
Yeah?
ones.
Yeah, you do?
say something.
What's going on?
He's talking about Solasta, so I imagine
There's
Cap
someone who's
something
very
to say
upset
about that.
Big maps in Solasta.
Oh,
Wait, why is Cap upset about big maps?
Can't do
anything in big maps in Solasta.
At least Cav has magic. All right, I run up and hit people with an axe.
Get teleported forward.
That's that was against my will.
is that your stream, Cap? Go away.
Spells, I can't cast them that far.
That's been festering apparently.
The fact how rare it is to get him vocally on the Monday night streams,
I've
and
never-
that's the thing that gets him to
I've
vocally
only
vocal.
ever seen Calf this tilted when they were discussing a randomizer.
Ah. Mhm.
All right.
We're
Now,
just
as a
we're just killing
reminder,
time for the initiative, y'all.
actually, during this downtime, I need someone to roll the check.
Avi,
Oh, yeah, I gotcha.
Avi.
That's going to be 41.
Okay, yeah. So
Oh,
basically anything but a
39,
one,
but anyway.
which
Yeah,
I didn't
anything but
say
a one.
before you roll because I no, never say that before you roll a dice.
I
Anything but a
appreciate
one.
it.
All right. I think that is everyone. I even remember to roll endures. So we are going to then put them in proper order. Speaking of endures, the healer goes first, and no one needs healing. But you know what he can do? Because they're so far away, endures is where is it? Nope, not gonna do that. He is going to do. Hold on, what's the range of that? No, that's not a good idea. Sunburst, that's it. Just checking the range. 500 feet, yeah. Sunburst on the 2 on the north. So they are going to need reflex saves, and just checking that that's actually his spell DC. It is. All right, so Apocalypse Ant Swarm. This is an air effect, so it'll do extra damage, as we've learned previously. Reflex save. Success. That's annoying, but at least they'll take extra damage. And that's the Disciple up there. Reflex. Critical failure.
Ooh.
So. Oh, it didn't actually roll the damage. That's funny.
Oh, he's
8d
blinded permanently.
8d10. Oh wow! Wow! I did
How's he
this to
gonna be-
myself.
How's he gonna be able to find us?
Follow sounds probably. Actually, there might actually be a thing for that. 59 damage. So yeah. Oh, that's just no, it's not undead. So it's 8d10. Just the fire damage. So 59 will become 118 on the disciple.
Very nice.
And that will be halved for so essentially 58, which is 29. 29 plus whatever their vulnerability to AoE is. 20. So hold on. 28 plus 48. There we go. Whew. I can't not do math. Just started.
My name is Matthew.
And then Endurance is just going to move a little more close to the center of the group. That ends Endura's turn. We move on to Charlotte. Avi, you will be up next. And yeah, I guess the guy is permanently blinded. Dang.
Not enough. Where are they?
Too much prayer.
There's 2 guys to the north and 1 guy way to the south.
They're so far away.
They are so far away. That's why it was the 500 feet spell was very useful.
Okay, I am going to get myself prepped over to assist Avi down there. So I think I will just stick with moving.
Okay.
But I
All
will
the
use
3
the-
actions to dash.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm not on my dual screen. I'm just on my laptop.
No.
Which is very annoying.
We appreciate you making the effort. So take his time all the time you need.
There you go. Okay, so I'll stay right there in preparation for massive acid damage. There we go. Again.
Avi, you're up.
I sure am. And I don't think I have anything that can hit them from all the way over here, so I'm just going to make that check. Nah, 20. For all the good it's going to do.
What does that
me.
end up being, though, mathematically, Avi?
Mathematically, 56.
So the maximum.
I don't suppose that does anything, does it?
I mean, it certainly looks impressive. You pump that much more juice into the spell. I'm not going to say that again.
I'm just gonna move, and I think
I see
that
that
is
look.
all that I can do.
What kind of juice?
Love pumpkin juice.
Grape juice.
Sure.
Delicious.
Actually, technically speaking, no, this is honey juice.
Oh.
Yum.
Then we move on to the were-ant disciple who would be blinded, but the were-ants all share a hive mind.
They are still technically
What?
blinded.
Oh,
Yes.
that is a fascinating workaround.
Yeah.
Annoying one too. Sorry.
No.
But they're still very far away, so though they do have a fly speed of 60, so they can move 180 feet this turn if they're flying, which they are going to do. What are you looking up, Will?
Just looking up something.
Yeah, I imagine. That's kind of why I asked.
Mind.
God, Matthew, spoilers.
Oh, they're only immune to mind affecting effects with hive mind, Matt.
Will,
Because
Yeah.
it's a physical thing?
are you looking up the creatures in the
No, I'm
middle of
looking up the
combat?
I'm looking up the hive mind ability that you just said to us in archives.
Undermining?
Called
TF2
out.
on
Called
TF2
out on the
Easy Tools.
metagaming.
Everyone ring bells and say shame at Will.
Shame.
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 March through the streets of King's Landing. Anyway, this guy's gonna have to spend all his 3 movements getting right up to right in Ophelia's
Oh,
face.
that was one-y. Oh, they don't have an easy tool for it. It's a shame.
And Ophelia, you are up, followed by Were and Sentinel.
Well, that kind of screws up what I was gonna do.
Good.
Um,
It's level 20. I'm not supposed to make it easy for you.
Instead, I will do the other thing that will punish him for staying in front of me. Okay.
You're gonna punish a blind man?
Yup.
Yeah, he asked for it.
Yeah, they kind of did. They're trying to kill you.
But
He
first,
had it coming. Pop.
he had it coming.
Cicero lip shakes.
Coming. But first, we're gonna put a bard song. So we're gonna roll and see +1, +2, or +3. Crunch.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, okay. I'm pretty sure that's a crit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything in the 50s, I think, is a crit.
Wabiawi.
And this is fun. So I get to use your favorite spell, but it's through the Staff of Impossible Visions, but I still have the spell, so I can just click it wherever the hackers checkers it went. And it's your favorite. It's that 30-foot burst that stays.
Alrighty then. So I'm assuming you're putting it just so it catches, like the front of it catches him.
Yep.
Fair enough. That's going to be a will DC.
Dang, that damage was not good.
That is a failure. Not a crit, but a failure. So they'll take the full 39.
That full damage.
Though,
So,
an argument could be made about something that I'm not going to make tonight because I'm already stretching the hive mind
The
thing.
hive mind.
Because it is a auditory illusion and visual. He is blind. So he'd only be able to see the audio component. So he'd be more confused than frightened, but I don't actually care. So I'm going to say it works.
It's a bunch of really loud birds that are scaring him and screeching in his ear.
That works.
Screeching in his ears,
All right.
I tell you.
in fairness, if I was blind and something started screeching in my ear, that would
I'd
scare me a
freak
little
out.
bit.
All right, but that's my turn.
We're going to move on to the Sentinel. They do not have a fly speed, so they only have a total with 3 actions move 120. Actually, no, 120. So they can't quite get to Charlotte. They get up to the very lip of the large gazebo, and then they just kind of shake their fist.
Oh, good, you're in range.
We move on to Igora and the squad.
2 actions. Gama will get to there. 3 action for Choco. I will get to there. I will say, Charlotte, big swarm of ants. When it gets here, if you want to help us with that, that would be really appreciated. Your potion's highly effective on swarms. And then with my last action, Igora is not going to do anything, but Gama is going to send the Sentinel striking. A 49 plus 3, so 50, 51, 52 to hit the Sentinel.
Just shy of a crit, but it definitely hits.
Alrighty. So that will be
So close.
25 points of psionic damage.
Actually, that means you only need a 16 to crit, Will.
Yep.
All right, 20. Just the 22 Sanic?
Yes, just
Or
the
25.
Just the 25 psionic. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to give Gama a gun yet. One day.
Yeah. I mean,
Wasting my movement.
there's a shadow joke in there somewhere, but it's not coming to me. All right, so I guess that's your whole turn?
That's my whole turn. Nice and
All
easy.
right. We move on to whom next? The Apocalypse Ant Swarm. Which, remind me, how fast did they move? They have the exact same fly and move speed. They're going to go a total of 90, which is not going to be a lot this turn. Get. Measuring tool. Get out of the way. Yeah, they can, because they have to go around the thing, they're also just going to get up to the lip of there, and that takes their entire turn. Endures in darkness. Endures is just going to do. He's going to run up. Oh, the distance again is messing with me. He is going to use. How many he's got left? Yeah, he's got 2 left. He's going to use a stone lance on the disciple. 45 will 48 with Bard Song almost certainly will hit. Again, 1 shy of a crit. But that's going to be 29 piercing damage as a little drill of rock rises from the ground, and Endures just kind of punches it forward like some sort of weird earthbending monk. And that's Endures' turn. And then we move on to oh.
Oh.
Avi did it natural 20 on her turn.
Wait, yes, thank you for reminding me. Thank you.
Next question.
We go back up to the start with Charlotte.
That's me. I guess I'm not needed here, so I will take 2 actions to move up here instead. Boop. And then my last action will be to throw. I guess a bomb. Why not? Wait. I don't even know if I can. Hold
Yeah,
on.
how
Charlotte,
far can you?
I mean, to be fair, the range just becomes a -2, so it just becomes a -2 to hit once you're outside your range. You're within
So
your second
actually,
range increment.
you're just
fine.
reducing Bard Song by 2, so you're still getting a +1 to whatever you roll.
Yeah. Range increments are our friend.
Right.
Doesn't come up a lot.
But very helpful regardless.
Yes. Want to check that bomb? Oh, 40.
Five.
So 45 with the Bard Song against the Apocalypse Ant Swarm, which will definitely hit. All right, so that's going to be 6 acid damage, which all of it goes through. And then there's the 10 acid splash as well, which triggers the extra 20 damage from their weakness. So that's going to be 36 in total.
Thank you,
Not
Charlotte.
bad at all.
39.
Thank you.
Thank you, Charlotte.
And Ophelia. That is 1 action. You got 2 remaining there. Oh yeah, you moved. Right. Thank you
that's
for
it.
reminding me. Avi, you're up. Things are happening.
They sure are for everyone else. I think I need to make that check again. It's sick. And then I can move once, but I can't. There's nothing else that is either 1 action or a spell that will shoot over 60 or over 30 feet. So unfortunately, that is my turn.
The curse of the Pathfinder casters. They don't often have things they can do with 1 action.
Well, there are things that I can do with 1 action. They're just not effective at this range. So such is my plight.
Yeah.
But that is my turn.
Charisma-based casters can at least try throwing out a random, like, demoralize.
Yeah, well.
We're into Disciple.
Datafang, why would you go and do that?
Starting his turn.
Datafang, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh.
I love how we have so many people in the chat now. We have this lovely kaleidoscope of colors for the different usernames.
A little
That's right.
pitchfork.
A pitchfork. Oh, I see it.
A little pitchfork.
Now, does that make them like a riding villager or a little demon?
A
Like with the
demon.
little- A demon.
Demon.
Have you seen his UI in 14? Demon.
Got that horn from the. Anyway,
Still haven't thought of a co-op game.
I'm
Datafang.
still. While the disciple does have a hive mind, he still is blinded, so I'm going to be giving him a flat check he needs to roll higher than a 5 on anything he does, or he just doesn't do it. Oh
He
yes,
also takes 42 damage 45 damage for starting his turn in visions.
that is true. That will be a will save on the disciple. I keep wanting to say discipline, but that's not right.
No, that's what we're doing to him.
He succeeds, so he will take half of 45, which is 22. Damage is damage. And that actually does already get him below... Oh, what happened to the circle thing?
It's still there.
Oh, I can't see it. Weird. Anyway, they are going to move out of that a little bit and then kind of step in between there. They're feel right.
Oh,
And then they are going to attempt to punch Charlotte. No, pardon me, not Charlotte, Ophelia. They're going to do their flat check first.
That's rude on both counts. Either one.
They
Rude.
succeed their first one, so they're going to do a Carapace Fist. 40 against Ophelia.
need to beat.
All right, so that'll be 22 bludgeoning. And from staggering blow, I'm going to need a fort save. You succeed. You're fine. Then another flat check for attack number 2. They succeed that one as well. So they are going to try and punch you a second time with Carapace Fist. Crit.
Woohoo.
So that will be 56 bludgeoning, and I need another fort save. And if you fail this one,
Woohoo.
you're good. You're good. But that is still going to be the 56 bludgeoning damage.
Woohoo.
All right. Speaking of Ophelia, it's your turn. The guy is pummeling you.
It's my turn. And I'll cry if I want to.
Cry if you want to.
Cry if I want to. Cry if
Cry,
I
cry, cry.
I might cry too if it happened to me.
And he will cry too.
Oh my.
Mhm.
Can ants cry?
We'll find out today.
What's the sound of ants crying?
All right, let's do. We're keeping Bard Song up, and I would like a fortitude save in a 40-foot radius. So I think it's just the ant swarm and the guy next to me. Oh man, rolling terrible for damage today.
All right. That is going to be a fort save. This is on the punching fella.
Yes, and
Critical failure.
ant swarm as well.
Okay. Ant swarm, fortitude save. Critical success. I'm just all over the place.
Oh, the dice giveth and taketh away.
That is a thing they do.
Quite nasty about that.
I mean, it's how it should be, honestly.
So 82 damage to the first guy, and he's drained 4.
I ain't four.
You know what? Hold on a moment.
Yes.
I invoke the power of Datafang. I'm gonna use my villain point.
Ooh, use your villain point.
Oh, I'm gonna use my villain point, darling. Just you
rogue
watch.
you.
I cheat.
All right, let's roll that fortitude
Jeez.
save again.
Well.
Well, truly so much for absolutely no change.
I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna say Data Fang planned that, but
That's the most data
But
fan
I'd
thing I've
respect him
seen.
more if he
it would be the
had.
most Data Fang thing to have occurred.
Yep.
Was that a poisoned hero point?
I blame Datafang's UI.
That's so funny.
You bad.
Oh,
So
so
what joy you brought to
damage
us.
and drained 4.
Also, how much damage was it? It was
82 damage, and he's drained 4.
God. He's barely alive.
I never
for
remember
what?
the drained roll.
I doubt it's gonna matter. Someone's gonna kill.
So
this
he
guy.
will lose hit points equal to 4 times his CR.
Oh, I think he's just dead then. He has 5 hit points.
So he's dead.
He just withers away and drops to the ground.
Withers.
That's what you get for punching me.
I mean, you could have told him that ahead of time. Anyway,
Nah.
I think that was your turn, Ophelia. Yeah.
That's a waste of breath.
We move on to
Wow.
the Sentinel, who is going to use an ability that's interesting. You don't see very much. They are going to use Hasty Reposition, which allows them to step for 15 feet.
That's fine.
So they're going to start edging towards the
What?
Yeah.
1, 2,
No.
3. Will, you were asking about the Allie Beardsley game.
Yeah.
They made a bunch of edging jokes at the start because.
Sorry, what, Matt?
Yeah,
Yeah. You're almost there?
edge of their seat. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was an insane game. Will the
I'm
personalities
looking
on
forward to watching it.
you will very much enjoy
Makata,
yourself.
do you want to watch Allie Beardsley play Magic?
No.
No.
They
I
had a
thought
lot-
that might have been. I thought that might have actually been the gateway, much like the 14 cards are
Well-
going to be the gateway for Sarah.
Well, let's not go nuts. Sarah may dip in and then dip out, which it might be smart.
Yeah.
I
Um,
am
yeah, another
building
hobby.
Sarah a Graha deck to have for herself.
That's the only
Also,
I will have.
a little Dimension 20 lore was dropped. Well, it sounds like some other members of the cast play Magic as well.
Oh God, I pray. There are 2 people I desperately want to see play Magic now. Okay, we'll get there.
And then the Sentinel is just going to make one. Oh wait, hold on. No, these aren't the poisoners. They don't have the cool multi-attack thing.
He's
One
off-
attack with the Kopesh, 49 to hit Gamma.
Well, that's a hit, not a crit, but that's a hit.
33 slashing, no other effects. Second
Hmm.
attack will be Mandibles. 37 is probably not going to hit.
As a miss.
All right, we move on to Igra and all them.
All
funny
right,
animals.
so with Choco's free action, Toko is going to stride to there. Hey, look at that! This thing's off guard now.
Yippee!
And then with Igra's single action, he's going to yell "Boost!" and boost Eidolon Gamma.
Boost Eidolon Gamma.
And then Gamma is going to make 2 strikes with Off Guard and Bard Song. So that'll be 39, 41, 42 Off Guard to hit.
Hits.
Cool. That'll be 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 23 points of damage.
Okay.
Sonic variety.
Sanic.
And a 48, 49, 50, 51 Off Guard to hit.
That will crit.
Are these a construct? No. 30. So that will be an even 60 plus 3d8. So 69. Nice. Points
Nice.
of damage. And then that's my turn.
All right, we move on to the Apocalypse Ant Swarm. Blah, 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 blah.
It helps that I looked at the errata for the summoner and corrected Gamma accordingly.
Which is going to swarm over poor endures in darkness like they are, just a mushroom planted in the ground.
Just a little guy.
Just a little guy.
I mean, he might be about to be rendered into even smaller guys.
No, my baby.
What?
We are going to do. Actually, can I do? How much was my movement? I was right here, wasn't I?
Mm-hmm.
And now I can only get endures this turn. I only had 30 movement, I think.
You can move
Yeah.
multiple times, man.
Stinky.
Actually, yeah, they're gonna move twice so they can get both these people. It just means they'll only get to attack once. Swarming bites. So I need a fortitude save for both Ophelia and Endures in Darkness. It's not a difficult one, but
Low roll.
I say that and Endure still failed.
Aw, buddy.
Boy.
All right, so Ophelia, you succeed, so you are only going to take half, though Endurus is now clumsy 1 as he's
Hey.
doing the hot foot to try and shake ants off of him.
Roll for perception. Thank you for the raid, friends.
Hi, Raid.
Welcome.
Indoors, what have I told you about your dancing?
All right, I'll stand still and let the ants attack me easier.
No, 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 no.
Dance.
You have to put your
Mushroom
heart
dance.
into it, otherwise you're still gonna take the damage.
I mean, there's the little snail icon for clumsy.
Well,
It's Endur's
Mushroom
turn.
dance. Mushroom dance.
So he is
Whatever
going to
Could it mean?
he's going to get off of the ant swarm because he can do that. Though I'm going to double check if they have a reaction for
you
that.
should move into the vision swarm.
Hey.
All right. No, I'm not going to do that. Endures is then just going to try and hit the swarm with a little. He's going to use his last focus point. He's going to use Stone Lance again. 38 with Bard Song. Probably will not hit, unfortunately. Trying to hit a bunch of ants with a big bazooka. Actually, a bazooka would explode. It would be better. We move on to Charlotte and Avi. You'll be up next.
Okay, I'm gonna need them to save against that persistent acid damage.
What do I need to roll again?
PC 15. Flat check.
DC 15.
DC
Seems like it's money.
15. I do not do that.
So 3d6. Alright then.
Wow. I'm
They get
so
3
sorry.
persistent damage. That's fine. It's still my turn.
It is. I'm going to put a little
Gosh,
acid
I'm
icon on
going
it too.
to curve this shot to
First-
try and avoid Ophelia within the ant spray.
I looked over at my tablet where I've got the stream up, and for a second there, I thought the little goblin was not saying raid. I thought they were saying baby. I'm like, what?
Yeah, baby.
Baby, 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 baby.
Baby, no money. Anywho, I'm going to hit them with the. Well, I'm gonna craft first. That would be swell. Let's
Make-
craft.
Make the World of Warcraft crafting motion where you just.
Hit him with that craft.
Yeah, with all my arms working,
Ting, ting, ting.
all 6. And then I'm going to utilize my directional bombs. I think
An underhand pitch. I can see it now in
I'm
the
gonna-
epilogue.
I think I'm going to utilize the true debilitating bomb on top of it.
Ooh.
So if it hits, they'll need to make
A save.
a save. Yeah, that's
Well,
for-
Don't. Careful not to load all your poisons into one syringe.
Well, I mean, to be
Didn't
fair,
wanna do
true
that.
debilitating bomb is a passive, so it does technically
that's fair.
happen on every bomb.
38 is probably going to hit. Let me double check.
41.
With Bard Song, exactly what you needed.
perfect. Okay. Give me a fort save.
On the Apocalypse and Swarm. Fort, where's the button? There. 34.
That does not save.
That is a failure.
That is a
Um,
failure. They now have enfeebled one. Sorry, true debilitating. Enfeebled 2. Hold on, let me double check that.
2.
Yes, enfeebled 2.
All right then.
But also they get that nice fire damage.
They do. So, the actual fire damage from the bomb, 15. The 10 splash damage, that's 25. Plus the 20 from their vulnerability to splash things. So that becomes a lovely 45.
+3.
Nice.
48. Oh, yep, 48.
Yeah.
Nicely done. All right.
Mhm.
Do you have one action left?
I do, don't I? Let me do a secondary bomb. Not as intense, but we'll do it anyway.
With Bard Song again, that will hit. Oh boy. All right, so that's going to be 8 plus 10, so 30, another 38 damage because of the splash vulnerability.
Nice.
All right, Avi, you are up.
Getting that roll.
Ophelia, you'll be up next.
I rolled a 2, but that's still a win.
I feel like they maybe underestimated people's checks abilities at this level.
They said surely someone is legendary in Arcana at this point in the game, and if they're not, that's on them.
Or nature.
That's their fault, not ours.
It's
and
not like
frankly, they'd be right.
it's not like
I'm
they're
going to
giving...
electric arc the swarm.
Okay. That will be
That's
a
a
save. Reflex. Meet to beat.
Ain't got any debuffs or nothing.
Actually, hold on. Let me check Enfeebled.
What's that? Yeah.
Yeah, what that do? What that do? What that enfeebled?
What that do
Right.
though?
Enfeebled is to strength-based stuff.
Yeah.
Rats.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Blah.
No, you're
My
not. Don't
bad.
lie.
It was on.
I
my-
mean, no,
just
not really.
Dice hit that one.
Well, he still takes, I think, what? 18 damage? Right?
You do 18
30,
damage.
30, 38.
On today of all days, you're doing 18 damage to me. Right here in front of everyone.
Hey.
Damage is
No,
damage.
I think it's more than that. What's 38 divided by 2? I'm stupid.
38 divided by 2 is
14.
19.
19.
That's
Yeah.
the one.
It's 19 damage.
I heard
Means
28.
one better than we thought.
So
Just
you can't even give me a nice round number. You disrespect me like this with your odd number damage.
Womp womp.
Ugh.
Oh no.
Damn shame for you.
I'm just getting
Just like you
disrespect.
disrespected Tony's pizza parlor by putting anchovies on top of that pizza. That
Who
was
does that? Who does that?
What
It's
are
a
you
crime.
gonna do?
does
My girlfriend.
We're prepping for the Art Deco. Get
Hey,
ready.
look at on these skyscrapers. Someone's gonna tear one down. I just know it. Anyway, I think that was Avi's turn. We
Yes,
move
it
on to
was.
Ophelia. Ophelia, what do you got for us today? Come on,
Yeah.
sing us a song, do a dance.
We singing a song. We're doing a dance. We're singing the pizza song.
Oh yeah, what's the pizza song? Give me the pizza song right now, and you get a hero point.
Oh yeah, pizza, pizza.
That's not a song. That's barely
Oh, the
even.
song!
That's barely even a jingle.
But you still know what it's from, so that's why it
I
works.
don't actually.
Pizza. Do you not have Little Caesars?
We do. I just don't watch television.
Ah.
I don't got the cable.
But what about the radio?
I don't got no radio.
What
I live in
about
the
it?
21st century.
Oh. The radio exists in the 21st century.
No, it's too old. I can't do thumbs.
Radio killed the radio star.
Where did I just hear that actually?
Pizza killed the radio star.
Pizza the Hut. What? Anyway.
Uh,
What else you got for us?
Thank you so much for that.
What is happening right now?
So much. So
we're
much
gonna
is
keep
happening.
Bard Song up,
Yes.
and let's see, because I had a plan, and then the plan was silly. We're gonna move back. Whoa, my connection to the server has been interrupted.
Uh-oh.
What are you talking about?
Oh, how interesting. I don't think that really does anything.
Through Roll20?
Mm-hmm. It's like yelling at me, but it's not doing anything.
Well, that's not very nice.
We're gonna move to here.
Oh, you have left the ant swarm space. You have triggered my cling trap card.
Oh, didn't Endures also leave the?
Yeah, I chose not to do it to him.
Ah,
I'm
that's
playing I'm playing favorites.
I see.
Mostly because I also know it doesn't matter if Endurus dies, because he's not a player character.
It matters to us.
Yeah, it does matter to us.
My boy.
Even if
You guys just triggered a stupid thing that the terrible line from like what was it the really bad movie the Star Wars The Apprentice or something where Darth Vader has a secret apprentice and Vader says like your feelings for her are not real. They're real to me.
oh, I'm afraid
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's
but
an
I'm
old
glad it
video
left
game at
such
this
impression
point.
on you.
It's an old video game which destroyed Star Wars power scaling forever because the guy's like,
Nar.
I'm gonna pull a Star Destroyer out of orbit with the Force. That's a thing that people can do.
Say.
Heck yeah.
The
All right,
yes, Force Unleashed. Thank you.
so what am I doing here?
You are going to make a. I take 13 damage. What I did. You take 37 damage. And there are now ants clinging to you.
Uh-huh.
So if you don't want to take persistent damage, continue after this. You have to somehow shake off the ants.
Shake it off.
off.
Shake it off. Shake it off. Shake it off. Man, this encounter has made me do so much more math than a lot of times.
Wait till you DM for over several years.
Oh.
Lucky.
Much math.
DMing for my family was enough because I had to do math for them too. All right. And you know what? Just because of that, we were saving that. You know what? We're just gonna use it because we're annoyed.
Overwhelming presence.
So he's gonna have to make me a will save.
You surround yourself with supernatural splendor, appearing to be a god or similarly majestic being. I'm gonna say Ophelia, just for fun. You cast the spell and it works just fine for you, and you're like, ha ha ha. To everyone else, you suddenly appear as Kiara, resplendent in a white, shining robe, just blazing with light and like presence. It only lasts for like a blink and it's gone, but
Well, we'll unpack that later.
I didn't like that. I didn't like that, Ophelia. That was weird.
Ophelia, you have no idea this happened.
I'm like, what are you talking about?
I just have this overwhelming presence.
Hi, Avi. How you doing?
Not great. Gonna level with you. Not
Aviavi
good.
is pale. It's hard for a bat.
I think you can see it in her ears. Her ears are normally so pink, and they have that like dull,
All the color draining from
unblooded gray to them.
All right, but I should do the save for this, I think.
Will.
Will, thank you. Thank you, Will.
7.
Critical success.
Ooh,
rude.
that's exactly what they had needed too. All right, so then they're unaffected.
They have different standards of beauty, I guess, for ants.
I guess so.
You can't as
What
impressive.
is this? Beauty for ants? Beauty for
No, it isn't.
And then with the
I think I'm very funny.
with the
I
quick, I
appreciate
guess I
that.
will just try to shake them off. What's the shake off rules?
You know,
Shake it off. Shake
It-
it off.
doesn't actually say. It's just a flat check. Persistent.
Just a flat check.
Something associated with like
You know, I'm gonna say it's
shake
the same.
anything else off of you or break a grip.
I'm gonna say it's the same check for the swarming bites. So just give me a fort save. It's not a very high one, but
Fort save.
You shake off the ants.
Yep.
You will not be taking any persistent damage. All right, we move on to the Sentinel, who is increasingly looking like they're last one standing. They are going to turn to face Igora
Mm-hmm.
and say, "Haha, you fell for my gambit. You have brought yourself within my range." And they are going to...
I didn't hear no bell.
yeah, they're just going to wail on directly on Igora.
Go
Oh
for
my
it.
gosh, there's a whale on land?
Kopish attack. Nope.
No.
Not a
Go
very
fish
nice
attack.
way to
42.
talk
That'll
about me.
31 slashing, and for final, they're going to do mandible. No.
No. Just 31
And it's Igora's
damage.
turn. Yeah, total
Ah.
of 31.
Ah,
Bad
ah.
rolls. Bad
You
rolls.
think you're so strong. Well, let me tell you how strong I am right after this commercial break.
Free Shabakadu.
Nope.
Oh my god, it's Godzilla. I mean, legally distinct Godzilla.
All right, let me show you how strong I am.
I
One
feel like
action.
I've been waiting for this.
Boost Eidolon.
Boop, 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 boop.
2 action. Well, 1 action. Belly bump. Off guard. That'll be a 43 off guard to hit.
That will almost certainly hit. Actually, yes, their AC is actually normally 43.
Great. So that will be 28 sonic damage.
28 sonic damage.
Boom. Second attack. That will miss. But Choco gets a free action. And for Choco's free action, they're going to
Use
Beak.
tech attack.
39, 40, 41 off guard.
Technically, with Bard Song at +3, it would be 42 off guard, but still short.
Not
Wait, no,
enough.
off guard. Off guard, yes, it hits.
Awesome. That'll be 15 bludgeoning damage.
Hey,
As
damage is
the
damage.
Chocobo pecks at this thing's eyes.
Damage.
All right. We move on to the Apocalypse Ant Swarm, which is enfeebled and burning for acid, which we have to check for.
At the end of its turn.
Okay. Well, I'm just going to roll it now. We'll do the damage at the end of the turn.
Yep.
They're out of it at the... This will be the last turn for the damage. They are going to keep pursuing... Actually, they're going to try and... Yeah, they can get both of... Wait, no, you said you were flying last time, right, McKenna?
Yes.
All right. Okay, just...
Specifically went where they couldn't get both of us.
Well, remember, it's a little deceiving with these Berserker things, but they can't get Avi anyway because she's flying like 30 feet in the air.
Hmm.
And I'm not doing the thing where it's like just swarm rises off the ground and becomes an orb of flying ants. That's just weird.
Ant orb.
They are going to do 2 biting things on you, Ophelia. Swarming bites. 1 and 2. So both of these are going to be basic fortitude saves. Success critically. Success critically. You're good. Good. Okay. Wow.
She's saying, "Why you so obsessed with me?"
Endures is just going to do a little electric arc, which is going to be a reflex save for the Apocalypse and Swarm. Succeeds, but not critically. So with Bard Song, that's 40, so that's going to be 20 electricity damage. That is not area of effect, so they don't get any bonus. And Swarm is looking really hurt, though.
Apocalypse. More like apocalypse.
And it's going to move, and Endures is going to move a little close to, well, actually just a little bit close to Ophelia to try and get within 30 inches for a heal. Is that not good, Charlotte? Are you worried about bombs?
No, because I'll need to curve anyway, so I'll have to adjust. I have to move,
move.
where I'm angled.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's fine.
Speaking of which, it is your turn.
I mean, you can have
Yeah.
it go that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Arguably speaking, it doesn't make any sort of
The
sense.
old reverse kapow.
Did it take the damage from the last damage?
I
3d6.
believe that. Yeah. Please don't roll the trip ones again. Oh wow, that's much better. That is actually nearly half of its remaining health,
Okay, so
but it is no longer
for-
burning with acid.
to start with, we are going to use. I'm gonna move. So my first action is to move,
She's probably not.
and
in
then I
field
will be able
right
to move it at this angle. So I'm thinking directionally, and my brain is just iffy. My hero point.
Hero point. Hero point.
It's less than. It's worse. It's
Oh
worse.
no!
It's
Hold
not-
on!
it's
Well,
a
hold on! No!
critical
No! No!
miss.
Before you even you were aiming the greater acid flask at the swarm, right?
Yeah.
With Bard Song. Okay. Yeah. No.
As long as it's
okay.
not a critical miss, you deal your splash
Yeah.
damage.
Which is still gonna do the. Actually, yeah, which is still enough because the extra bonus damage from it being a splash attack is 20. It only had 18 health points left.
Yippee!
Even
So-
on a miss.
Even on the
Take out
miss, Sarah,
Swarm.
you're still doing great damage. You're just too
Great
good.
success.
And that is why I said, please go after the swarm.
So we're gonna say you didn't even use the hero point.
Yeah, because Sarah
Okay,
can solo
sure.
swarms.
Well, please, guys, please check with me before you use the hero points. You may not need to.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Don't.
sure.
I know you may not believe in yourselves, but believe in the me that believes in you.
Yeah.
Together we will pierce the heavens.
I used to think
Oh, boy.
that was a just awesome song that a band I liked worked, and then I learned it was an anime lesson reference to an anime I still haven't watched.
I actually have it all on DVD. Will.
So
Oh,
good.
We should drill through it at some point.
It's fa-
Uh,
See
that
what
was actually pretty good.
you nerd.
And I will say this: I do like the English dub of it. It's weird hearing them say the main character's name in English.
What's the main character's name again? It's been so long.
Simon.
Drill?
Oh, Simone, yeah.
Come on.
It sounds a little awkward. Anyway,
Especially when it could have just been Simon.
yeah, they could have made that allowance for the dub. Charlotte, you technically still have 2 moves left, 2 actions.
I do. Oh. Well, wait. Hold on. Wait. Hold on.
We are doing both those things.
Holding.
Hold.
Hold. Hold.
Careful now. Careful
Wait till you,
now.
wait till you see the dots of their dice.
I don't know if I have anything that I can get from this disc.
I need to find an oversized D6 that's like
Good
red,
move.
transparent, and has the white dot, so it looks like a Vegas dice.
You mean casino dice?
Yeah, I need to find one of those.
There, you can buy
Um,
them.
I'm going to take the opportunity to craft,
Somewhere around, I need to buy them. Not
and that'll
online.
be my last action.
All right, that's fair. Avi Avi, it is your turn. There is only one enemy remaining on the table. The spell is swirling around you. You get the feeling that things are coming to a head.
But you need to
Well,
make a roll. Because you
unfortunately, I need to commit to rolling a 9 on this Arcana check, and the only other thing I can do is move forward.
Keep moving
So
Your
that
contribution
if he,
has
if
been
he
important, though.
makes it,
You're
if
moving
he
towards
makes it
Endur's
another-
Avi.
however, what?
You're moving towards Endur's
Oh,
Avi.
that is indoors, isn't it? Oh god.
Like, I'll get him, zap.
Yeah,
Ah!
oh, get him! He's so
Who was
covered in
blinded
ants.
earlier?
Where was I? Was I here? I think I was
Yeah.
here.
Yeah,
Okay,
yes.
okay, hold on.
Now,
hold
the
on.
blind guy died first.
No.
That's why I was like, Avi, you're moving towards Endur's.
Great, I can move right there.
I mean, I wouldn't complain if Avi wants to move next to Ophelia. That's fine with me.
Speaking
And
of
unfortunately,
Ophelia,
that is my whole turn.
Friends.
Ophelia, your friends are running away from you.
All right, I'm going to shoot the ant. In case you were wondering. All right.
Thank God.
Let's use.
All right, what's the range increment on your bow? 60?
Well,
The longbow.
it's 120.
Okay, never mind. It's a longbow.
Wow.
Well, so I can have an extra.
Oh, that will definitely hit.
So that'll be 49 to hit, technically.
Yes. All right, so that will be a lovely. Now that's an extra on top of Bard Song, so it's technically +6. So that's going to be 24 in total.
Yippee!
I really do feel that playing Pathfinder, being a DM, has helped me with my quick math skills.
It does. It really does.
There's a 42 hit.
43 with Bard Song will hit it.
Yippee!
That's going to be another 23. That's a
Uh,
good amount of damage for a bow in 2 shots.
do I do?
Though, did you spend an action to keep Bard up?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. All right, so we move on to the Sentinel, who is just going to keep trying to. I'm going to try and take you down with me, Frog Boy.
I have
Kobesh.
self-healing, bro. Hits does not crit. Oh, wait, that will crit Igora. That will
And-
crit Igora.
Uh-oh.
So that's going to be 68 slashing and 66 slashing.
Should have
Yeah,
waited
do
before
all
I got
your
rid of it.
attacks.
And third attack will be manable because who knows? Maybe I can make you into a were ant.
Uh-oh.
Nope.
That'll miss. So
Yeah.
66 plus 68. 134. That's not even a third of my hit points.
All
I'm
right,
still in
speaking
the
of
triple
Igora, it's your
digits.
turn as he slashes away at your rubbery hide.
Alrighty. Well, one action boost Eidolon. 2 actions striking belly bumps from Gamma. So
Hey,
that'll be
guys. You know what?
so
Gamma's
41 off guard.
favorite beverage place is? Booster
Nope.
juice.
That's a Canadian only thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one
Yeah.
didn't land for me.
41 to hit them off guard,
I
Matt.
appreciate the sentiment behind it.
Do you want your smoothies to taste like hay?
Oh,
Well, too bad. All right, so yeah,
I placed that.
first
Answer
one
that.
will definitely. So this is off guard, so -2. So technically like +5. So first one will definitely hit.
Okay, so that'll
Uh,
be 27 points of sonic damage, and the others will all miss. And that's my turn.
Okay, 27 damage.
Yep.
All right, we move on to Endures of Darkness, who is the furthest away from the combat. Yeah, he's gonna have to spend. I think he's gonna spend all his actions just getting close. I am a coming. Charlotte, you are up. Avi, you'll be up next. Things are gonna go quick now. It's just you guys and one opponent.
Okay. Take this option. Time to move down here, and then I'm gonna electric arc.
Oh.
I'm gonna waste my.
I also
Oh.
like to picture that Charlotte, when casts Electric Arc, she like pulls out like a blue glass beaker, uncorks it, and the lightning comes out of the beaker.
That's
Lightning
good.
in a bottle.
All right. Reflex on the Sentinel. Dun, 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 dun. Success, but not critical. So he will take, that's going to be 16 with Bard Song, it becomes 8 electric damage. Damage is damage. Yeah, I guess that was your turn. We move on to Avi Avi.
Sure do. Let's get that check out of the way. Yeah. And then we're
Forget
going
about
to electric arc the guy again. Kaboom.
Pew,
was-
pew, pew,
It was
pew.
supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom. Critical failure.
Oh, yay.
So
What's
that
39 times 2?
Stop.
78.
I will take your word for it.
Zip,
78
zap, zap.
damage to the last guy.
They
Last
are
man
out of the
standing.
triple digits.
What do I feel like between Endures, Charlotte, and Avi Avi, we went zip, zap, zop.
We did. I hate
Really,
her.
really, is it just a? Actually, it'd be kind of funny to like you're doing like lightning bending. One person shoots the lightning, it goes through the bug. Person catches it, sends it back through the bug again. You guys are just playing hot potato through them with lightning.
Heck yeah. Let's go.
Ophelia, you're up. There's quite a light show going on to the south.
Just like
You also notice some of your friends are also eyeing you a little oddly out of the corner of their eye.
we're gonna compartmentalize that for later. Interesting.
You also really want to go buy a white dress right now, just something real elegant.
Ooh,
Anyway,
absolutely.
Inspire Courage.
Not even my color, but I'll take it. All right, worked before. Let's try again. Ooh.
Not this time, I'm afraid.
Let's see. Again.
I think you used up your good luck with that last one.
I sure did.
Oh, no.
That's okay.
Sentinel, let's try doing another 2 crits to Will.
Yeah,
This
come
time
on.
we're gonna start with the mandibles.
No,
I
I
didn't
think
hear
you
no
used
bell.
all of your good luck last time.
That's just a normal hit, Matt.
All right, that is going to be Curse of the Were Ant.
Arnar, my where aren't.
But where aren't?
I
My
didn't
where
like
aren't.
That'll be a
that.
success.
Did not care for that one.
Critical
bit.
success, in fact.
Arnar, the where are. Clear. You're a where
Also-
aren't.
Technically, this is a knockdown, but you're riding on a creature, so I'm just going to ignore that. Second mandible. Nope.
No.
Third Kopesh. Nope.
No.
All right, Igra.
Boost
Maybe bring it home.
Eidolon. I don't deal enough damage to do that. Boost Eidolon.
Could get a crit.
49 off guard.
Ooh, hold on. 40? No, I'm afraid not. Technically, right now their AC is 41 because of off guard.
So that'll be 32 psionic damage.
32 Psionic.
Gotta go fast.
And then that will also hit for another 33 Sonic.
Getting real close.
And then Choco's free action.
Come on, Choco, bring it home.
Yes, Choco. Go,
45 for 15 bludgeoning. Or no, 14, sorry.
Don't tell me 15 was what we needed.
Yeah.
He has 1 health left.
That is
Endures.
so
Take us home.
Endures.
Kill
Just-
GMPC kill
Do
steal
it.
us.
No longer a teacher's assistant.
This is
I mean,
this is my
technically,
moment.
an
Yeah.
assistant. Watch some
I
crit
mean-
succeed this.
Fail. you
I've never
fool.
wanted Matt to roll in that 20 more in my life.
And with that, the last Were Ant of the campaign falls.
Oh,
Don't think I said Were Rat once today.
You didn't. You get a
did
Scooby
so
snack.
good. You did good.
And Matt, do you know what
Oh.
else you get? A reminder to install Baldur's Gate 3 after stream.
The stream isn't over yet.
But thank you for reminding me to remind Matt so that I can get a hero point.
I mean, I could honestly just have set myself an alarm, but this is more fun.
true.
All right.
To watch us fight.
So Yes, dance for my amusement.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
So,
Swear.
the last wave is defeated. Jitembe steps from the circle to point at the net tightening in the sky. He is visibly drained and utterly exhausted, but his role in focusing the ritual is done. And now, as you can see, the net is like slowly on its own now. The magic is in full swing, tightening around the god grub. Jitembe produces a lightweight metal crown set with the dimly glowing green and blue gems. It emits the smell of burnt copper and an off-tune hum that causes a subtle, bone-deep ache in anyone near it. The item's appearance and effects are reminiscent of the rejuvenation capsules the heroes have used on the Mandible of Fate.
Oh.
Despite his obvious wariness, Jitembe smiles that dazzling smile of his, and he presents the crown to you guys. We've done what we can now, and we have a little time. But here's a wonder. I certainly wasn't idle during my captivity aboard the Mandibles of Fate. That old bug had several clever innovations. His rejuvenation capsules were the most benign of these, and frankly, the most useful. I inspected the capsules in great detail, and earlier today, created this device to replicate their effects. I'm quite certain it works, although you would be the first to test it. So basically,
Wouldn't be the first time.
the
I would love
crown
to.
is a full long rest thing. So
Wow.
basically, after being worn for 1 minute, the crown attunes to its wearer and its lights grow brighter. When worn for 10 additional minutes, the crown gives the creature wearing it the benefit of a full night's rest, including fully restoring spell slots, focus points, and other limited resources. Don't ask how that works for reagents. We're not going to question it. It's also possible to put the crown on a creature that's died within the last day. After 10 minutes, the creature is returned to life as though by a 8th level Raise Dead spell.
Whoa,
Dang.
that's cool. And how
There's,
many
there's-
times are you allowed to use it?
there's enough time to have each hero and Jitembe use the crown before the net tightens around the larvae. But he insists you guys go first. I still have spell slots left. Once
No slots left.
Avi first.
Okay. Take a little nap for
So-
all my spell slots.
Yes, so everyone take time to refill your spell slots and everything.
Thank
I have
God.
one thing I do want to check before we move on, so you guys can just work amongst yourself at fixing all your stuff. I need something to check.
So Avi, you want to tell me what that weird look was about?
Well, you want to tell me why you turned into Kiara for a second?
What?
Yeah, girl. It was
Yeah,
real
girl.
Weird.
That's
It was real weird.
that's not normal.
No.
When
No,
would
it's
that have been-
not.
When would that have happened? When would that have? Why would that have happened?
I don't know. You cast some spell and it just happened.
Are you maybe
Do you need to get your eyes
considering you're
checked?
tied to Kiara in some way?
Did you see it too?
I mean, no, I was kind of focused on the components of my acid bombs and not blowing myself up, but if Avi saw it, she's not one to mix words about it. She saw it.
Yeah,
Eager?
I'm choosing to ignore it until we've dealt with the god ant.
So you did see it.
Yep.
If anyone wants, they can make
Why
me
is
an
that-
Arcana check.
That's
Go
like
for it,
straight up
Arcana Queen.
yeah.
Listen, I don't want to have to kill Ophelia because she's some sort of like phylactery for Kiara.
Jeez, Igor, no one
Whoa.
said anything about killing her.
Hey, if I was a phylactery for Kiara, I think I would know. So
Would you?
Well,
would I?
Couldn't be.
Charlotte and Ophelia are just looking at the ground like,
Listen,
Wait,
there's
we're like,
there's lots of people who have phylacteries that don't know that they're phylacteries. Trust me.
you
wouldn't-
phylactery?
No. At
Are
least
you
not that I'm
sure?
aware of.
Okay, Igor, if you say so.
Seems more like a
Here's the thing is, I really like my quote unquote phylacteries to be just, and I just pull up a little bottle, liquid. So, it's just, I don't want to think about it. Anyway, bug. Bug.
All right. So, are you all making use of the crown?
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Out
sure.
of, out of curiosity, what order are you going in?
Igor's
Avi
last.
first.
Avi first.
Okay.
Ophelia.
Yep.
Charlotte.
Charlotte.
Igora.
Igra.
Well, no,
I mean-
endures and then Igora.
Yeah, that's true.
All
Yeah.
right. Igra.
Yeah.
After
Endure
you-
takes Jitembes.
Actually, after Igora removes the crown, the lights dim from the gems.
Yeah.
so-
Figured.
Jitembe looks at it like, needs a little work, I suppose. It is brand new.
All right. Well, we can handle him from
That's
here.
not gonna bite us in the ass later, I'm sure.
He vows to craft a improved version at a later time. So unfortunately, this does mean that Jitembe won't be able to help with anything left. He is kind of tapped out.
That's okay. That's fine.
Understandable.
All right.
You've got a history. You've done enough. We'll take it
So
from
Matt,
here.
we have 15 minutes left in the time we have
Yeah.
allotted. I think this might be a good cliffhanger if we want to get to the
Well,
opening.
I've got a little bit of a cliffhanger first.
All right.
We're like
So-
20 till.
Yeah. So I'm gonna drag this out a little bit. All right.
Oh, drag.
We enter
It's not start-
the final listed encounter of the Strength of Thousands, called Mind of the King. A severe 20 encounter.
Yeah, that's fine.
As the web of elemental energy around the Magambia touches the larva, it emits. Yes?
I hate to do this to you. We are in the Protea Pavilion.
No, we're not.
I will send you a screenshot of my
How
map
did
right
you
now.
move maps?
I don't
Will,
know.
Will, what did you do?
I didn't do anything this time. We are on the
I
potato.
swear to God, I will send you a
How?
screenshot of it if you don't believe me.
The chat, we're on the Protea.
Okay, so you're seeing it live too.
Yeah.
Oh, Matthew, I'm so sorry.
Well, no, I'm just more perplexed than anything.
Roll
Like,
20's
I
been
would be
Roll 20's been
too.
weird. Even on the Wednesday night game, there's been times when you've been jumping back to Court Evangeline for me.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
Roll 20. Get your shit together. Get it all together.
Where should we be, Matt?
Um,
happened so many times.
hold on the circle.
I'm back
There we
in
go.
the
All right,
Protea Pavilion again.
it should be fixed.
Back in
All
the
right.
fucking building.
All right.
That's so good.
All right. I'm also gonna clear the initiative tracker while I remember to.
Oh my god, my cheeks hurt.
Ooh.
It had to happen at least once. All right. As the web of elemental energy around the Magambia touches the larvae, it emits a keening wail of outrage and pain. It thrashes violently, shaking the earth and collapsing buildings already made unstable by its earlier writhing. The net keeps it from rolling far, but the forces warring within the larva won't be so easily constrained. As the net of energy touches the larvae, its central section, already taller than any building on the campus, swells and bursts, releasing 3 monstrous figures. These creatures are momentarily ephemeral, like ghosts, but rapidly take solid form. One is a huge worm with a single massive mouth at its end. The other is a thrashing, multi-legged monstrosity with 3 ant-like heads. The final figure is smaller, yet more ominous than the other two. A red-cloaked skeleton with all the haughty arrogance of the sorcerer defeated on Akaton. Or somewhere else. It might have been Akaton, who knows? So,
Marry, cop, kill.
we're just going to sail right by that. So, we are going to be facing 3
Oh boy.
creatures for the, not the penultimate, the ultimate encounter of the Strength of Thousands adventure path. I'm going to drop them onto the map. Doesn't actually specify sort of formation or anything, so we're just going to... The aspect of hunger is going to be...
Oh yeah, I summoned those.
Yeah. The aspect of immortality.
You
I
big
just
hunk.
want to say that I'm 30 feet in the air.
That's death.
And the aspect of insects.
Oh, that one doesn't even get art.
Censored. It's so horrifying you can't even look at it.
so terrifying. They didn't even make art for it because the artist they hired
Just imagine an
died.
ant with
Like the guy they
3
made
ant
who painted the
heads.
original God cards, who died mysteriously.
He did.
Oh god,
yeah,
oh
like
no.
that guy.
He got
Oh
eaten
dear,
by
oh
insects.
my.
They ate him.
So-
oh my.
This is the last boss fight as you guys finally try and put the King of Biting Ants to rest for all time.
Mm.
And we're going to do that next week. It might take more than that episode next week, depending on faffing about at the start, though I may try and crack the whip, who knows.
Ooh.
No,
Oh.
crazy. 3 is enough. We don't need 4. We're fine.
And then once this is defeated, that's the campaign.
I
There's
do love
nothing
how
else.
none of these are within 30 feet of me, so in the final possible encounter, I can't use Battle Cry.
I
Well,
think they're
there's gonna
all
be another
probably...
encounter. You're fine.
What do you mean, McKenna? This is the end of the AP.
No, you're being silly.
What do you mean? Ophelia's not
I
gonna-
am never silly. I am a serious person. Isn't that right, body pillow on the couch?
Oh boy.
All right, but chat, thank you all so much for coming to tonight's episode of The Strength of Thousands. Join us next time for the ultimate encounter.
Dun 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 dun.
As we do things, I'm going to summon a bunch of worms. I'm really excited. It's going to be a good
Worm
time.
on worm violence.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Heard it
looking
here
forward to
first.
using boss level abilities and crazy stuff.
Yep. So join us next time if you want to see some wild, high-level PF2 play, and we'll see you all on the next one.
Just gonna machine
Bye.
gun finger of death.